What's up, everybody? Journalist Sin-seer, and today I have somebody who has done a lot for hip hop. He needs no introduction. He is a member of the Juice Crew, legend in his own right. I have with me MC Craig G.
What up?
Thanks for
I
having me.
think you should introduce me because these young guys have no clue who I am,
That's
and that's
fine.
fine. That is fine.
That's why we're doing
I
this
don't
today.
make music for you guys. You're welcome to come along and listen, but it's not really geared to. It's geared to the people that are my age that do hip hop that feel they don't have any options of the stuff they grew up with listening to.
Right.
So
You've been doing this for many, many decades now. I think I read 12 years old, maybe you wrote your first record?
1985, I made my first record.
Shout Rap?
Yes, Shout Rap by Tears for Fears.
Tell me about how you got introduced to hip hop and how you started writing at a young age.
Well, the how I got introduced is, I mean, the whole story is pretty boring because it's nothing spectacular. But my older brothers were in a rap group like when I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, and they used to DJ house parties in the neighborhood in Queensbridge. And they did a party for my sister one night, and I actually just happened to be in like they was not bothering me to go to sleep early that day, so I'm like watching them like rock on the mic, and it just kind of gravitated towards it. So ever since then, I was writing. And how I got on, like I said, it's pretty boring. Marley Marl lived in my building,
Dope.
so I lived on on the second floor. He lived on the sixth floor. So Queensbridge is like a very tight knit area. You know, that's why you know all the artists from there, like Nas and Mobb Deep and etc. But he already knew that I rapped, and what I would do is, before there were drum machines and whatnot, you had to bang on the pole, on this banister, or on a table or whatever. And I would know when he was coming downstairs to go to the radio station, and every time he came down, I'd just be rapping in the hallway. So when it was time for the idea for Shout Rap, he had to ask my mother, actually, because I was 12. So
Right.
and I went to the studio and recorded it. And the weird thing is that MC Shan had to help me with the song because I just went in there and rapped for 6 minutes straight. I didn't know how to make a song, like split it up into verses and stuff like that. But you know, I didn't get paid much for it, but it was still like, you know, we didn't do it for that. You know what I mean? We didn't.
Right.
We for one, in '85, the business wasn't even fully matured or never near mature. So, but it was still a great thing and a great experience. So.
You said Marley lived in your building. What
Yeah.
was your first interaction with him to let him know you were serious?
There was really no like interaction of letting him know I was serious. Like he kept tabs on everybody in the neighborhood because there weren't that many rappers in Queensbridge. So you know, I guess the story would come back and he would hear about me because I was battling everybody in the hood, just you know, and then you know, Marley was like our entertainment because he'd be up in his window making music and we could hear it from our window, so we'd be listening, you know what I'm saying, like all night. And it really just was a no-brainer, I would assume, for him because of, you know, the idea of it. And then they wanted a younger dude for the song, so you know.
So, 85, you wrote your first rap. So, about 4 years passed.
Actually, I wrote my first rap way before '85. I made my first record in '85, but at the kitchen table, way up later than I should be with a lamp, I was writing rhymes since I was probably like 9 years old.
Okay.
So when I first started rapping, all I did was freestyle. So
So, from Shout Rap to Dropping Science.
Nope.
Nope.
after Shout Rap, I did a song called Transformers. And they kind of like tried to build, this is when the cartoon first emerged, and they kind of tried to build on that. Then I also, you ever remember the song Veronica, Veronica? They had a female version, and I did the beatbox on that song in '86. So those were the first couple of records I did, yeah.
They were recorded, or was like Dropping Science your first?
Here's a weird thing about that. I mean, Dropping Science technically wasn't my record. It was Marley Marl's record. People don't understand, one of the greatest things about Marley Marl is he had the first Chronic album, where he was the artist, and the symphony and all of those songs were him featuring us.
Right.
So, Dropping Science was Dropping Science. There's two versions of Dropping Science. On the album, there's a version with the James Brown sample, and then the single with the Lou Donaldson sample. And I remember doing the first one, loving it, and then he played me the boom, 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 and I didn't like it at first. I didn't like it. I hated it, and I was wrong, basically, because I don't even perform the other version. So,
What are your earliest memories of the Juice Crew being assembled?
The weird thing is that, I was there from the beginning. I was pretty much in the Juice Crew before Kane, before Biz. When you hear the bridge, the song The Bridge, with MC Shan, you hear the end where he's like, MC Man, he made them beg. He was talking about me.
Okay.
The newest member out to get loose. Biz was around, he was on the road with Shantae, but a lot of the stuff with the Juice Crew, I wasn't able to go around and be around at the shows and stuff like that because I was, 12, 13, 14 years old. My ass had to be in the house at 10 o'clock.
Right.
So, but the thing with the Juice Crew was it was always like somebody would tell you to step your skills up. It was never like easy. Probably that's why I'm not easy on MCs when they come to me. Like it was like a sports team almost. You know what I mean? Like where everybody would try to tell everybody they needed to pull their weight. But to be completely honest with you, that's why when people ask me why wasn't I in the Roxanne Shantae movie, I was home doing my homework. I wasn't allowed to do shows like that.
You were the youngest one out of the crew at this time.
Yeah,
okay.
I wasn't allowed to do shows. Every now and then I was able to go out and do shows if like one of my family members came with me.
Right.
But no, I didn't really get to do a lot of shows. And I'm talking about, like, even with the symphony, I was 15. I was a kid, man. I was still in school. I didn't never in my life imagine I'd be able to go around the world or just these songs would still have an impact with people 30 plus years later. So.